Good morning, friends. I thought I'd take a minute and show you guys how I make door handles and various other levers or whatnot. Since I've already dropped two of these on the floor and they've gone to the abyss, well, might as well show everyone how I do this, and hopefully I don't drop this one. What I do is I take a 30 thousandths aluminum wire. Not exactly sure where I got this. I think I found it at like Home Depot or something, and had it in my tool shed and was looking at it going, hey, I can use that. So what I do is, the first thing I'll do is, I got some flat nose that are nice and square, but pieces of crap really. And I will figure out my length, go maybe a little bit longer, and then take it and bend it at a 90. And I make it kind of sharp, but it's metal, so if you do it too hard, it'll break. So it's kind of a touch. And then I give it a little squeeze, a little bit more of a squeeze. Oh yeah, squeezing it. I'm not doing it very hard. I'm just trying to get it to flatten out and maybe give it a little width. And so I end up with something like that. And what I'll do is I'll keep it in the jaws of this. And I don't want to make the other side flat at all. So I'm going to hold it tight enough to do what I need to do, but not so tight that I'm going to damage the round side, because I'm going to need that to insert it into the door. Now I have a file, and these are Vlorby Swedish made files. Got like a little fish on it, if you can see it. Really nice files. It's blank on one, you got file on one side and it's blank on the other. And what I do is, this is going to be my left side, so I want this end to be narrow, and I want to do a curve to it, or just a real slight curve. And the best way to do that is, I've got a flat surface here, and I'm just going to start shaping doing it lightly and just shaping it. Knocking off the edges first, kind of feathering the edges, just like you do in body work, where you feather the very edges out flat before you actually start removing some material. And I'm just gonna bring it down. So essentially what I've done is just barely filed my basic shape out onto this, using the flat surface of this to keep the edges square, and then I just gave a couple real light swipes on the top to flatten it out, making sure everything was flat before I even moved it. Basically using just the weight of the file. It is so sharp that it'll remove material real quick. And this is like a 02, which is a pretty fine jeweler's file. So I basically got that. And then I just start attacking it with the sanding sticks, and get the final shape. So I'm using a 1000 grit, and then that'll remove material pretty quickly, just to kind of give it that roundness that I'm looking for in the top. I'm trying to match the other side, of course. And it doesn't take much, you know. It's, my old man always told me, never work a tool, let the tool work for you. And I just keep that in mind as I'm going. It's kind of funny how all that stuff that you learn when you're young creeps back up again. You're like, oh, I see what you mean. But I've done various jobs in my life where I've had my own custom wood shop for making garage doors, which was just like making cabinets. It was pretty cool till the economy crashed. And let's see. So the bottom side I got squared flat. This side is rounded up. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to polish up the metal with really light light grit. I got fine, and then this super fine. I'm going to polish it out. Then I'm going to give it a slight bend on this side towards the body of the car, and I'll show you all that here in a minute. So what I've done is I've got my shape, polished it out with really fine sanding sticks, and then I put a little bend into it. Then I had to repair it because I used some round pliers and it scarred it a little bit, but got most of it out. So that's basically what it looks like. Now I'm going to take some 1mm tubing from Albion. It's like 40 thousandths, and it fits right on the outside of this, just like that. And what I've done is I've cut off, I'd say 3/64, so I don't know. I just kind of marked it and eyeballed it. And you can see it on here. And I use a safety pin so I can deburr it and get anything that might hang up when I go to install it in the body, the hole in the body, which is just the same size as this, and not have it hang up and have everything go smoothly. Trying to plan ahead, but you know, that seems to be a problem for my brain. I get so involved in this stuff, but you get the idea. It'll slip on the end of this and go in the thing on that, and the doohickey and the thingamajig will actually end up looking pretty cool. So I'll get it all put together. I'll show you how it looks, and hopefully this helps you guys out or gives you an idea or inspires you. It's honestly only taken maybe 15 minutes of my time, if that, and most of it's been just polishing because I was a little rough with it. So there's my door handle, and it's not too bad. I mean, that's super close up. From, you know, normal distance, it looks pretty alright, I guess. But you kind of get the idea. And that's how I did like my gas pedal. You can see it. My brake pedal. Dang, I've done linkage. I've done all kinds of different things with the same technique. And it, you know, nothing looks more like metal than metal. Anyway, friends, you're awesome. Just thought I'd share something with you, and there we go. Getting ready to go to the show tomorrow. So y'all have been absolutely awesome, and thank you so much for watching. If you haven't if you haven't subscribed and you like this stuff, and then check it out, please subscribe.